So let's begin 3-2. In 3-2, we're going to reconcile a bank statement. So what that means is we're going to take a look at our bank statement and what's in our checkbook register, and we're going to make sure that they match. So reconciling a checking account with a bank statement by hand and by using a spreadsheet, we're not going to use the spreadsheet. We're not going to use Microsoft Excel. We're just going to do it by hand. So our key terms: account number. This is the number that appears on all checks, deposit slips, and paper and electronic bank statements. It's how you know that it's your account. A bank statement includes all transactions that have occurred for a period of approximately 1 month. Generally, it's about 30 days. The statement period indicates the dates in which the transactions occurred. Some banks go from the 1st to the 30th. Others might be off slightly and maybe start on the 4th and go to the 4th of the next month. The starting balance. This is the amount of money in a checking account at the beginning of the statement period. The ending balance is the amount of money in the checking account at the end of the statement period, so what you've deposited and spent over the course of that statement. Outstanding deposits means what hasn't yet been posted to your account, so money that has not yet been put into your account. They're not on the statement. Outstanding checks, those are checks that don't appear on your statement. So you may have written them, you may have taken them out of your check register, but they have not yet appeared at the time that the statement was printed. They don't appear on there. Balancing, this is the process of verifying the bank's record to make sure that no errors have been made. Reconciling is also the exact same thing. It's the process, again, of making sure that the bank hasn't made any errors in your account. This needs to be done on a regular basis, generally monthly when your statement comes in. So how do checking account users make sure that their records are accurate? Why is it important to reconcile the check register monthly? Well, you want to make sure that there are no errors on your account, that the bank has given you credit for all the money that you've deposited, and that they haven't overcharged you for checks that have been written. Also, in this day and age with electronic bank accounts, you want to make sure that no one has gotten a hold of your bank statements or your bank account number, and there's no fraudulent activity on your account. What problems could arise if you think you have more in your account than the bank knows you have? You could spend more money than you actually have and end up with insufficient funds and be charged an overdraft fee. Example 1. The next slide has a bank statement and check register for Michael's checking account. What steps are needed to reconcile Michael's bank statement? So you see here is his check register, which we've all been doing since 3-1. And here's a piece of his statement. You'll see that his account number is here, the statement period, so this goes from the 1st to the 30th, so it's a 30-day statement period. You'll see his starting balance, all the transactions that have occurred, and then his ending balance. Again, this is a piece, usually they're a little bit bigger. So how do we do this? Well, the first thing we do is we enter a check in the register for each item listed on the bank statement. So you'll see that some were already here. Those blue checks that are already there mean that they were on the last bank statement that he had. We're going to then list and total any outstanding deposits, and then list and total any outstanding withdrawals. So we're going to go through one by one on our register. So $35, I find that in the checkbook and I check it off. The $100, then the checks that were written for check number 1,770 for a total of $158.08, then $46.50, $74.64, and $19.50. Everything else that we haven't checked off, those are our outstanding ones. Okay, so our outstanding one of $125, our deposit, and then here are our 4 outstanding checks that still haven't been deposited by the person that they were written out to. So we take our statement ending balance of $628.23, oh, and I have a mistake right there, and then we total our deposits that are outstanding. So in this column here, what was not checked off, which was the $125, the total withdrawals outstanding. So I take all of these 4 circles here, all the ones that were not checked off, I add them together, and I'm going to subtract them from this running total. My revised statement balance is, now I should say 13 here, $641.14, actually $641.13. And then the check register balance is $641. This should also say 13. Because these two values match here, we know that the bank has done everything correctly and we have done our math correctly in our check register. Name some reasons why a check might not have cleared during the monthly cycle and appear on the bank statement. Well, some businesses, they don't take their checks and deposit them every night. So that will actually slow down the process of the money coming out of your account. Also, if you write a check towards the end of the monthly cycle, that means that the bank's not going to have time to process them and print that out on your bank statement for the end of that month. So you'll generally see it on the next statement. This question right here, we're going to use algebraic formulas and statements to model the check register balancing process. So all I did was take each of those components, so the statement ending balance, the total deposits outstanding, the total withdrawals outstanding, the revised statement balance, and the check register balance, and I've given them all just letters, variables, to represent each of those things. So to do this, we know that the revised statement balance equals the statement balance plus the total outstanding deposits, which is the letter B, minus the total withdrawals outstanding, which is C. So again, my revised statement balance, D, equals my statement balance, ending balance, which is A, plus my total deposits that haven't shown up yet on my statement, minus everything that was written as a check or any withdrawals that were taken out. Those three things combined equal your revised statement balance. If D equals R, so if your revised statement balance equals your check register balance, what you were keeping track of, then you know that everything is right and that nobody has made any mistakes. This question here, Nancy has a balance of $1,078 in her check register. The balance on her bank account statement is $885.84. Not reported on her bank statement are deposits of $575 and $250, and two checks for $195 and $437.84. Is her check register balanced? And explain it. Well, to do this, we need all of these pieces here: statement ending balance, total deposits outstanding, total withdrawals, and then the revised statement balance. When we plug those pieces in, so the $885.84, I add to it the deposits that have not cleared, which is $825. I take the total withdrawals that have not been yet accounted for on the bank statement, I subtract them. My revised statement balance is $1,078, which matches the check register balance. So yes, the register is balanced because the revised statement balance equals the check register balance. If these two don't match, you need to go back into your check register, make sure that you had no mathematical calculation errors. And if yours is good, then it's something that you need to then call the bank and make sure that they've done everything correct on their part. Example 3, we're going to skip, but what I have after example 3 is perfect opportunity for you to stop the video because this is a quiz question. Check your understanding. Write a formula to calculate the sum of outstanding checks. Again, we're going to skip this one. And then what I have for you here, again, a perfect opportunity for you to pause the slideshow here and take a look at this question.